Are you looking for the best budget monitors? In this video, we will look at some of the 5 best monitors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Dell G2722HS. If you want a cheap monitor with a bigger 27-inch screen, you can get one like the Dell G2722HS that costs less than $100. It's different from the Asus VG246H because it's made more for games than for general work use. Because of this, it's less comfortable to use and has less accurate colors than the Asus VG246H. But because it has a higher refresh rate of 165 Hz, this is a great choice if you're just getting into PC gaming and don't want to spend much on your first game monitor. It does a great job with moving images and has a fast response time across the whole range of its frame rate. No matter how fast you play games, the touch lag is low. As expected for a cheap monitor, it doesn't have many extra features, but it does have features that most game monitors have, like a dark stabilizer that makes it easier to see your opponents. Due to its low contrast ratio, it's not a good choice for gaming in a dark room, but it's good if you want to use it in a room with a few lights on. It has a good peak brightness, enough to stop glare, and it does a great job with reflections. Still, it is one of the best budget monitors that you can buy. At number 2. Asus VG246H. There are some good cheap monitors if you're on a tight budget and want something cheap, but they won't have as many features as something in the budget group. Like the ViewSonic XG2431, the Asus VG246H is a good, cheap display with a 24-inch screen and a 1080p resolution. But it doesn't have a fast enough refresh rate for games, so you should only get this if you just need a simple monitor for work. If that's the case, it has great ergonomics that make it easy to change, and it has wide viewing angles so you can easily share your screen with a coworker or client. Even though it is cheap, it has a sRGB picture mode that is very accurate before calibration. This means that photos look like real life without any changes. It also handles reflections well if you want to use it in a room with a few lights, but it doesn't get bright enough to fight strong glare. If that's what you want, the Acer Nitro XF243 Wipemipers is a good option, but it costs more. Overall, it is one of the best budget monitors that you can buy. At number 3. ViewSonic XG2431. If you want a smaller screen, you have more choices with a 24-inch screen than you do with a 32-inch screen. If that's the case, the ViewSonic XG2431 24-inch monitor is a great pick. Instead of the LG 32GN650BS 1440p resolution, it has 1080p, which makes it easier for your graphics card to hit its maximum refresh rate of 240 Hz. This makes it easier to play games, and the reaction time is fast across the whole range of refresh rates, so there isn't much blur behind fast-moving objects. It also has a lighting strobing feature that can be changed to reduce persistence blur. Not all monitors have this feature, so it's a nice addition to a cheap monitor. It doesn't have a lot of extra features, but it does have 2 USB ports on a USB hub. It's good if you want to connect your mouse and keyboard straight to the monitor or if you need more USB ports to charge other devices. It also has good ergonomics and a wide viewing angle, which makes it a better choice for co-op gaming than the LG because everyone can see the same picture from any angle. Thus, it is one of the best budget monitors that you can buy. At number 4. LG 32GN650B. If you want something bigger than a 27-inch screen, there aren't as many cheap choices because bigger screens naturally cost more. There are still a few good choices, and if that's what you want, you might want to look at the LG 32GN650B. If you want a bigger screen but want to keep the price down, you'll have to give up on resolution. This is the case here, as the LG has a lower 1440p resolution than the Dell S2721QS. This means that writing doesn't look as sharp, but since you have more screen space, you can still do more than one thing at once. For now, it is one of the best budget monitors that you can buy. The main thing that makes it better than the Dell monitor is that it has a faster refresh rate of 165 Hz, which makes it better for gaming. It's a good choice if you're new to PC games and need a cheap monitor. It also has a low input lag, which makes it feel fast, and it can handle movement well. It also has a VA screen with a high contrast that makes it look good even in dark rooms. But because the ergonomics aren't great and the viewing angles aren't great, it's not the best choice for co-op games. At number 5. Dell S2721QS. The Dell S2721QS is the best low-cost monitor we have tried. Its main purpose is to be a monitor for the office, and for the price, it does that job very well. There aren't many 4K monitors that are affordable, so the S2721QS is a good choice in this price range because it has a high quality for a low price. The 4K quality helps make the text sharp, which is great for getting work done because you won't have any trouble reading the text. The 27-inch screen is also big enough to let you do more than one thing at once. You can put two apps next to each other. It's a good choice for a well-lit room because it has a high SDR peak brightness and handles reflections well, so you won't have any trouble seeing. It also has a wide viewing angle, so the picture looks the same from all sides. There are some bad things about it, though, like the fact that it can only refresh at 60 Hz, which makes it bad for PC games. If that's important to you, the Gigabyte M27Q is a cheap 27-inch monitor with features for both work and games. But the 1440p clarity isn't as good. Still, it is one of the best budget monitors that you can buy.